See what to rent and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
It sure is, and it's a holiday weekend, and that means movie studios hope for lots of moviegoers. Ryan J. is a nationally syndicated film critic here with some of the weekend's new releases. Good to see you, Ryan.
Good to see you,
Hey,
too.
Ryan.
And before we begin with the movies, can I just weigh in on the whole corset issue?
Yes.
As fashion police?
Please do.
It's called Spanx, ladies. You won't be passing out and falling over, right? You know, just come on. It's like, it makes you think of Gone with the Wind and the whole lace-up thing, but I think it's a little outdated.
I don't know, it's really making a comeback though, and that's why I wanted to talk about it and just find out if really if it's a thing to do.
Spanx pulls in here, but not so much here.
Right. And you can still breathe in it, right?
Well, but you get that little
we don't want to
fold.
breathe. You want to look like you're
Spanx.
You want to look 10
to look
pounds
good.
thinner.
All right. I think it's ridiculous.
I like that. It's good. All right. Well, let's break down the new releases because that's what people are going to be doing this weekend. They're doing all their memorial events, barbecuing, and then probably going to a movie, right?
As well they should
There's
be.
some exciting movies out, I think.
There are. And you
Tomorrowland.
go to a movie every weekend, regardless of the holiday. But yes, Tomorrowland is fantastic. It is based on the same named attraction area in the Magic Kingdom theme parks, Disneyland and Disney
I didn't
World.
know that.
Yeah.
So this is PG?
It is PG.
Okay.
And it's spawned, you know, by that attraction area. So it's really amazing the characters and the story that they came up with here.
So would Walt approve of this?
I think so. I actually feel like they went and thawed out cryogenically frozen Walt Disney to come back and produce this one. It has his blood pumping through it. It has so many winks and nods to classic live-action Disney movies. It's really beautiful, and you almost wish this one had been done in 3D because the effects are so great, and it's just pure Disney magic. If you know what that means, if you've ever been a part of it and felt it before, this movie is pure Disney magic.
And does George Clooney add to that magic?
He does. He's great. He's not in the first half of the movie, and it co-stars him and Britt Robertson, who are fantastic, but the movie actually belongs to this newcomer. Her name is Raffi Cassidy. I don't know if we're seeing her here, but she is such a scene stealer. She's a young British actress. She's a little girl, and she's so good. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. She's one to watch. She's like a young brunette, modern-day Haley Mills, and I absolutely am obsessed with her, and I want her to be in every movie from now on.
Really?
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She plays a very canny, mysterious girl, and actually the less you know of this movie going in, the better. So it's not being oversold by the commercials. A lot of people watching the trailers are like, I don't know if I want to see it, but trust, when you see this movie, you are going to be astonished by it.
Is there a moral?
There is a great message to this movie and a couple morals, and it has a theme of global warming, but also being a dreamer. It really wakes up the youthful one inside of you before you become an adult and before you become, bittered by all of your experiences, and taps into that dreamer inside your heart, and it really is so inspiring. It's a see it. It makes you want to go to. It really is, and it makes you want to go there. That's the greatest thing about it. Now with movie magic, you can. You go. It's great escapism. You can go to Tomorrowland.
I heard a great quote the other day. They said, "As you get older, you can get bitter, or you can get better." So this movie helps us get better.
Better. Oh, say it again.
Tiffany.
Not bitter, get better.
I love that.
She's always full of little nuts.
You know what I don't think is better? This movie. I don't like scary movies, but a lot of you do. It's Poltergeist.
I love the original.
Do you?
Well, the original, 1982, is a classic horror film. It was produced by and written by Steven Spielberg. He's also rumored to have actually directed it without getting the credit.
Okay. This is PG-13, but is it scary?
The original was PG, and that one was actually creepy, and people couldn't sleep seeing that one. This one is not scary.
At all. Wow.
Says someone who likes scary movies.
I love scary movies, but I'll let you know, my good friend Chuck Walker came to co-review this one with me on my website, and he is terrified by scary movies. This is the first horror film he's ever seen in the theater, and he walked out from this movie saying it was a family film.
Really?
Yeah.
No big trees eating people.
There are, but it's not
scary
scary like the first one. And the clowns in this one are not scary the way that they are in the original. It's anticlimactic, and it shifts the focus on the son, and he's not that well cast in this movie. And Sam Rockwell, who I love, plays the dad, and he's not that great. He's great in comedies and dramas, but he's not that effective in a horror film. And it just, in comparison to the original, which is creepy and engaging and freaks you out and puts you on edge and has all this energy and ferocity, this one falls flat.
Is the TV scene still in it?
There,
like
yeah,
the snowy TV.
It modernizes it. There's iPads and there's iPhones, but it just, again, it doesn't grab you the way the original does. So skip this movie.
Okay.
Go and rewatch the original.
Okay.
And enjoy that one. That one's actually creepier, and I think will still hold up today as creepy, whereas this one is just not so good.
Okay.
All right. I think we got to move on to Lambert and Stamp.
Right. This is a new documentary.
Not even heard of this.
All right. It's cool. It's finally expanding to Milwaukee this weekend. It's a documentary about Kit Lambert and Chris Stamp. They were roommates and best friends in the 60s who wanted to go out, and they were very ambitious. They wanted to make a movie together, but they accidentally ended up managing the rock band The Who. Turning them into an international sensation.
Do you like The Who?
I'm not a fan of The Who,
Okay.
and I was actually like begrudgingly going to see this movie, but I went and I co-reviewed it online with one of my good friends, Melinda Cry.
Yes,
and
yes,
she's
love
great.
Melinda.
And she's much more open-minded than I am going into this.
And she's really into music.
She
too.
is,
They
and
have
her
a
husband owns a music studio. Right.
What'd you think?
And you don't need to be a Who fan to enjoy this movie, because there are enough things about the inside track of the music biz, the era of the 60s, real-life drama behind the scenes, building a fan base, so that was very interesting.
That's interesting alone. With
It
taking
is.
the Who out of it.
So that's what's good about it. What's not good is they leave out some major facts.
Oh, that's not good.
They don't include
For a documentary?
Right, for a documentary, it's about two men, and they discuss the passing of one man, but the other man died in 2012. This movie's coming out in 2015. There's not even an update in like themes at the end. You know how sometimes there's words like text at the end of the movie.
Here's where they are now.
Yeah,
Right.
an update doesn't even address the fact that the guy has passed away 3 years ago. Very odd for a documentary. So it's good because it's interesting, and I learned a lot. If you like The Who, if you like the inside scoop on the music biz, rent this one. I think it's a rental, but it's not a must-see in the theater.
All right, so see Tomorrowland in the theater, and that's your weekend.
Absolutely.
Right?
You're all set.
that's all you
Or
need.
Pitch Perfect 2,
Yep,
or The
Mad
Avengers if you
Max,
have it.
Avengers,
Exactly.
those are all good ones out.
Yes,
Thanks,
definitely.
Ryan.
Thanks,
You can
Ryan.
like him on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, which you always have to check out because they're way more in-depth than what he has time to do here, check out his website. It's ryanjreviews.com.